Yeah, we didn't start off as well as we wanted to, and typically we are a fast start team, and we came into that timeout, the first time TV timeout, and we talked to each other. We're like, we need to step it up, and I took it upon myself, and as a role player, just trying to do my part and rebounding, getting some defensive stops, and eventually that led into a little run for us and getting us back in the game. And you got to hand it to Arizona for just playing so hard in the beginning and knocking down shots. I mean, that's props to them for sure.
Did you, so when you went it on the court, you were like, I got to do something here positive.
Yeah. I definitely. I was just trying to do something to spark the team, whether it was a hustle play, rebound, or make a shot or something. And that's my mindset going into the game. Every time I go in the game is just do something to help the team and give us that little extra push.
What was your take on the crowd and the atmosphere?
It's awesome. I love atmospheres like this. I mean, it's a true college basketball atmosphere, and we were very lucky to play here. And they obviously came to the link last year and showed us what's up, and it was a heartbreaker. And I'm pretty sure that they're heartbroken today. But I mean, it was a great series between the two teams, and you got to give both teams props for sure.
Role for you, and we've talked about this at times this year, but UNC. It's a new role. I mean, you guys are starters with 43s.
Yeah.
Now you're coming off the bench.
Yeah, it's completely different. I mean, 2 years ago I was starting every game. Last year I started 16 games. Coming off the bench is hard, but I feel like you get a better feel for what's happening on the floor. You get to read the defense a little bit more, and eventually you just start getting in the flow of the game, and everything works out.
You remain undefeated in your non-conference games. What does that mean?
It means a lot. Coach said it's only happened 2 times since 1940 for our university, and that's a big props to us and the coaching staff for always getting us ready and prepared. It'd be nice to go home and say hi to our families for a couple days, but it's back to work on Christmas Day for sure. Who's number 1 right now, and we're gonna have to come to play both those games.
When you do start like that, is it tough to not get down on yourselves, especially in an environment like this, and you can see Arizona State's players are they're pretty high, feeling good about themselves?
Yeah, it's definitely hard, but you got to look at our leadership on our team and the seniors and juniors and upperclassmen. We're a very old team, if you'd like to say, and we just have so much leadership and so much seniority that we know better. We've been in these games, and when you look at the last couple of years, we've had so many one-point losses. Going back to Oral Roberts, I don't know if we would have won that game last year, and it just shows how much leadership we have on the floor at all times.
One more for Toby.
What happened to start the game, and why it kind of went south early, just from the start?
Their guards are very good, and they just came out high, and they really wanted that game. You can see, and it kind of opened our eyes, and you see we actually have to come out and play.
What helps you settle in, do you think?
Really, once that run starts coming, and we're down 9-0, you got to come out and play. You got to get this win.
Once the threes started falling, did you guys kind of feel it? Kind of feed off of that?
Oh yeah, we always feed off our threes. Coach tells us a lot. Our threes aren't going to be there all the time, so we do have to find other ways to score. So as early we went in, got some easy ones in the paint, and then our threes started falling second half. I think we hit like 3 or 4 in a row, which got us going.
What did you see to start the second half? Because it looked like, you guys got some pretty easy looks, some good looks. I wonder, anything you tweaked at halftime to get the offense going?
We talked at halftime. We re-attacking. One person attacks the paint, and then the next person has to attack the paint, and then we spread everybody out, and then make one more, and we just skip it around and get easy open threes, and that's how we got our run going. That's how we went up by 20.
You guys ranked number 9 in the nation now. What's that feel like?
It's a great feeling. This is where we want to be, undefeated in non-conference, going in number 9 in the country to conference play. This is exactly where we want to be. It's a good feeling to have.
The best yet to come?
Yeah, like I've been saying, I don't even think we've reached our peak yet. I think we can get even better than we are right now.
How would you do that?
Turning up our defense is going to be the main key. We're very good offensively, one of the best teams in the country offensively, but turning up our defense and really getting multiple stops will really help us go better throughout the season.
You guys are really moving the ball on offense. Find the guy that's open.
Right, I'm playing with a whole bunch of shooters, so just skipping around, either I'm going to get a wide open shot or one of my teammates get a wide open shot, and when they make a shot, I feel like I make a shot.
You say Coach says the threes aren't always going to be there. What's the kind of break glass in case of emergency plan for that night when the threes aren't there?
Attacking the basket and getting layups to go down, and really it's going to be defense. That's going to have to be our backbone. If our shots not falling, we have to lock up and not let teams score.
So you watched from the sideline last year in terms of the Big East. What do you expect? You're a week away, basically. What do you expect?
I expect the Big East. I expect the Big East to be one of the best conferences in the country. So I'm definitely excited to be a part of that. But it's definitely different coming from Big 12. You know, it's probably a little more faster just because the four-man is more like a guard. But, you know, with all the big teams, you got the national champions, and you got Xavier, you got Butler coming off a great win. You got good teams all the way down to the bottom. So definitely going to be a good run if we can pull out a Big East championship.
Have you, I mean, you guys are locked into what you want to do, but have you had a chance to look at, like, to watch some of those teams play a little bit, just casually, just kind of see, keep tabs on how?
You always want to watch a team and get ahead of the competition, see what they're looking like. So we definitely, Pete definitely Villanova because they're the best team in the conference right now. So we always watch them, we always talk about them. So the 31st is definitely on our mind, but we got to take it game out of game.
Yeah.
Anything else for Marcus?
You talked a lot about your bench this year, but tonight, I mean, to have those guys come in and hit shots when you weren't necessarily playing.
And we get off to a rough start, and obviously they had a lot of energy, and defensively they were switching a lot of screens, and once we settled down we were fine. But you know, fortunately Isaiah came in with, when Kyrie got the 2 quick fouls, you have to have somebody off your bench, and I've said it all along. You know, I'm blessed to have the luxury of bringing a guy like Isaiah and Toby off the bench, guys that have been starters for a good portion of their career. So they were huge for us tonight. We were actually, without question, the difference in the game.
What you got, what did you think about the ball movement? It seemed like you guys worked it on a lot.
It was really good. You know, obviously we scored 96 points, so we did some good things offensively. Turned it over too much. But Arizona State's got some length and they played hard. You know, once they got behind by 20, they took a few more chances and we didn't react to it very well. And obviously losing Watson to fouling out was big. And but you know, happy to come here and get a win. It's hard to win on the road. And you know, the game before Christmas, you're always concerned whether they'll have one foot on that airplane on the way home already. But our guys remained pretty focused and we came here and got done what we needed to.
Just what did you tell them at halftime? Because the way you started, I think it was like 10 or 13 on the floor, and you got some really good looks.
I felt like we withstood their big run early, and we were still standing.
Yeah.
And you know, Kyrie only played 6 minutes, Maurice only played 12, so we survived some foul trouble as well. But I wasn't pleased with our defense. I think they scored 40 points on 37 possessions, and you know, we'd like to keep teams below 1 point per possession. And unfortunately, the second half wasn't much better on the defensive end. But you know, offensively, you know, we made shots tonight. When we make shots, we're really efficient offensively.
There was a stretch there. I mean, I'm sure as a coach, you probably have a lot of teaching moments and talking points with Justin. But defensively, I think he had a stretch where he got a couple of blocks, moved and helped. Is he getting better? Do you think?
He is, and he hasn't been good the last 2 or 3 games. And we talked to him. I felt like he you know, his hands are in his pockets a lot in the lane, and he's not as active as he needed to be. And, I thought the second half in particular, he changed a lot of things at the rim. He put some fires out and some ball screens. And that's what we need from him. You know, his pace on the other end of the floor offensively. You know, just taking his time. Obviously he's very skilled for someone that's 7 foot. But I really liked what he did on the defensive end tonight.
The fact that you do have a little bit of a break, is that a good thing? I don't know.
You know, like I told, they're off till the night of the 25th.
Yeah.
So I was hesitant to do that playing on the 28th. But like I told them in the locker room, I'm comfortable doing it because I trust them. They can take tomorrow off. They have to get in the gym the 22nd, 23rd, take Christmas Eve day off, and then get back after Christmas night. But you know, they know what's at stake, and they know we can't spend a couple days getting back into shape, and we need to be prepared for Seton Hall.
Have you had the chance to take a glimpse of the Big East?
I haven't watched much. You're so busy with what you're doing that you don't have time to watch other games that much. But you know, obviously the league's outstanding, and you know, we're gonna have the Big East tournament champion and the national champion come to our place the first week of the season. So we're gonna find out a lot about ourselves.
Perspective, like when you watch the start, you know, falling behind 9-0. What goes through your mind, and you know, what are you trying to bring when you finally get a chance to get out there and maybe turn the tide?
You know, the 9-0 start runs happen, but what I wanted to do was really focus on bringing some energy off the bench. Because it seemed like they had a lot more energy to start. So I figured if I could just bring some, maybe the guys will feed off that and kind of follow. So that was my main focus coming off the bench, was just bringing energy.
Hit some shots, just felt good, caught it in rhythm.
You gotta love soft rims being a shooter. I mean, that first one, I knew if I gave it enough arc and enough rotation, it'd bounce around and have a good chance of going in, and that's exactly what happened. It was short, it bounced straight up and fell in, so that's always a good start.
Yeah, it bounced like 3 feet in the air or something.
When I saw it bounce, I was like, wow, that actually is gonna go in. I could see it start to turn, and I was like, it's going in. So you love soft rims as a shooter, and this was probably the softest rims we've played out.
But, there was that stretch in where you guys just hit, I think it was like 10 or 13 to start the second half. How big was it to just get some separation from a team that obviously like they wanted it, so they played hard to it.
They had everything to gain from the night Mac was saying, and so we just wanted to make sure to start in the first 5 minutes were going to be crucial. And shots were falling to start, which obviously helps a team when you're trying to make sure that you can distance yourself and put away a team. But obviously, you know, they're a great team, so they fought back, and being at home, the crowd got behind them, so we had a little lapse there, but found a way to get it done.
Anything else, Francine?
It looked like in the second half, you guys really kind of made your push there. What did you see that helped you, kind of spark you to get going and build a lead?
I think it was just, we all knew that it was, we had 20 minutes left and we're on a vacation, so like we were just wanting to get the job done, and we saw that they were getting into it, so we just wanted to eliminate it. We didn't step on their toes like we should have, but we got the job done, obviously, so I'm proud of my team.
Did you kind of see an opening offensively to attack there? Because I mean, I think you ended up with 18, hit some free throws too. But like, what'd you see on the offensive end, just as far as what you were able to accomplish?
Coach Max, his big thing is just take advantage, and whoever has a hot hand, just go to it. And there was a defense on defense at my position on the opposite team, so I just decided to take advantage of it. And so did Marcus and Maurice and those guys. And we all just try to, our whole thing is just taking advantage of what's given to us, and that's what we did, and we did a good job of that.
Did you feel better from the free throw line there? They went in, so.
Yeah. I'm a good free throw shooter. Don't let the percentage fool you. I just haven't been. They're falling now, and my confidence is here. I seen it go through the rim, so it should be better from here on out.
Marcus mentioned that, I mean, these guys are kind of known for their distractions. The students getting a little wild. That didn't bother you at all?
No, it probably helped me out. The girls look good out here. Yeah. Coach Mack is always telling me that when you're shooting a free throw, think about a good-looking girl, and out here it's not hard.
You defensively, you get more comfortable? Because there was a stretch there where you got a couple blocks and drew a charge. I mean, is it feeling a little bit more natural?
I would just say I'm becoming more of a player, you know. At first I was just like, how is this going to be? I'm a freshman, but now I feel like I'm supposed to be here. So, and my guys are starting to rely on me more to be in the help position and help each other out. So that's what we're going to do. And if it's me going to block some shots and them recovering and helping me out, because it wouldn't happen if they didn't drop down in help position. That would just be, we get scored on. So it's a team effort, and it's just now we have more confidence on the defensive end, and we're just getting rolling.
Gotcha.